Hello everyone, this is Shivika. Welcome back to English class. Students, today I am going to continue this class with a new topic, that is comprehension. Yes, comprehension means unseen passage. In this class, we will study about how we can solve the comprehension passage in prose and poetry. So without wasting any time, let's start the class. First of all, we will see some important points when we are going to solve the comprehension prose and poetry. There are some important points. Have a look. First point is, do not overemphasize trivialities. Yes, first point is, do not overemphasize trivialities. Second is, do not memorize. Okay, it's no need. Do not memorize. Next is, do not read the passage first. Next is, do not think the correct option would come from outside the passage. Next is, make notes. Next is, opening and closing paragraph required extra focus, extra attention. Okay. Next is, constantly question yourself while reading the passage. So these are some important points which you have to learn. Okay. तो सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे कि ये जो points दिए हुए हैं exactly इसमें हमें करना क्या है. So first point is, do not overemphasize trivialities. Here details are important, but don't be obsessed with examples, illustrations and so on. You just need to get a hang of the main point and not the examples. Comprehending the overall flow and structure will help you analyze and answer the questions. Next point is, do not memorize. In this point, you do not need to memorize every word present in the passage. There is no need to memorize every word which is given in the passage. Okay. Understanding the flow, structure and the main points which is given in the passage should be your priority. For specific point questions, you can always reread the passage at least 3 or 4 times. Okay. Next point is, do not read the passage first. Yes, here I am saying that do not read the passage first because I think it's a wastage of time. Always go through the questions first and then the passage. This will prepare you to focus on the things you need to look in the passage. Focus only on the questions, not the options, okay? And quick overview on the questions, that is sufficient. Next point is, do not think that the correct option would come from the outside of the passage, okay? Do not think. Yes, any of the question that is out of scope is never the correct answer. The right answer is always based on the information given within the passage. Clear? Do not focus on any of the options that distract you from the passage. So please don't think that the correct option would come from the outside of the passage. No. Next point is, make notes. Yes, it is one of the most important points. Make notes. While reading prose or poetry, it means I am talking about the comprehension. Okay. So while reading the passage, make sure you make some quick notes for ready reference. You can write the general points, structure, paragraph wise flow and important points. Remember that you do not have make really long notes. Yes, there is no need to make a long notes. Just make a quick note of the important points in the passage. Next point is, opening and closing paragraphs requires extra focus. Yes, questions such as the main idea questions are based on the overall subject of the passage and majority of the time the answer of this question type lies in the first and the last paragraph of the passage. Ensure you derive the maximum possible information from these paragraphs. So you just read first and last paragraph of the passage at least 2 or 3 times because it needs extra attention, extra focus and maximum answers will be there. So it's important for you to give extra focus on the first and the last paragraph. Okay. Next point is, constantly question yourself while reading the passage. Yes. So while reading, make sure that some basic questions keep playing at the back of your mind. Okay. For example, what is the author's main point? Why is the author writing this? How has the author chosen to convey the main point? How has the author organized his material? What is the main theme of the passage? So these are some important points which you have to keep in your mind while reading the passage. होप इट्स क्लियर, आपको समझ में आया होगा कि ये जितने भी पॉइंट्स हैं इसमें आपको क्या करना है। आप जब भी पैसेज को रीड करिए तो एटलीस्ट कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पैसेज को नियर अबाउट 2 और 3 टाइम्स आपको रीड करना ही चाहिए। सबसे पहले आपको क्वेश्चन पढ़ने चाहिए, क्वेश्चन के बाद आपको पैसेज पढ़ना है। ओके, सबसे पहले आपको पैसेज पर अटेंशन नहीं देना है, सबसे पहले आपको अटेंशन देना है क्वेश्चन पर। उसके बाद आपको पैसेज पर जाना है और पैसेज में भी आप क्वेश्चन अपने आप से करते रहिए कंटिन्यूसली कि ऑथर आखिर कहना क्या चाह रहा है, ऑथर क्या समझाना चाह रहा है, अपने मेन पॉइंट्स को किस तरह से रख रहा है, पैसेज की थीम क्या हो सकती है। तो ये सारी चीज़ें अपने आप से आपको माइंड में क्वेश्चन चलते रहना चाहिए। आपको एक क्विक नोट्स बना सकते हैं जिससे जब आप क्वेश्चन का आंसर करने लगें तो आपको तुरंत उससे रेफरेंस मिल जाए। और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ तो ये है कि आपको सबसे पहले पैसेज का फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट पैराग्राफ जो भी है उस पर सबसे ज़्यादा फोकस करना है, क्योंकि मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन के आंसर्स फर्स्ट और लास्ट पैराग्राफ में ही छुपे होते हैं। तो आई होप आपको समझ में आया होगा कि एग्जैक्टली आपको करना क्या है। तो अब हम मॉडल पैसेज सॉल्व करके देखेंगे कि एग्जैक्टली हमें किस तरह से उसके आंसर्स फाइंड आउट करने हैं पैसेज में से और किस तरह से उसके आंसर्स लिखने हैं। तो अभी एक पैसेज आएगा बोर्ड पर, आपको उसे एटलीस्ट 2 और 3 टाइम्स रीड करना होगा, ठीक है। क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, उसके बाद आपको उसके आंसर्स देने हैं। तो कॉम्प्रिहेंशन हम 2 तरह से सॉल्व करेंगे। सबसे पहले हम प्रोज स्टार्ट करेंगे, प्रोज के बाद हम पोएट्री स्टार्ट करेंगे। ओके, प्रोज में कोई भी स्टोरी, कोई भी अनसीन स्टोरी, कोई भी अनसीन पैसेज हम देंगे जिसे आपको एटलीस्ट 2-3 टाइम्स रीड करना होगा। उसके बाद आपको उसके आंसर्स भी देने होंगे। और ये जो पॉइंट्स हमने बताए हैं ये सारे पॉइंट्स आपको अपने माइंड में रखने होंगे। ओके, तो आई होप आपको सारी चीज़ें समझ में आ गई होंगी। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद मॉडल पैसेज। The blue whale is the biggest mammal on this planet. It is bigger and heavier than the biggest dinosaurs was. In fact, when a baby blue whale is born, it is bigger than an adult elephant. In summer, blue whales live in cold water near the north or south poles. In winter, they move towards warmer parts of the ocean to mate and give birth to their young ones. They travel either alone or in small groups of 3 or 4. Blue whales eat tiny creatures called krill that drift in the ocean. Blue whale has no teeth. Instead, it has sheets of whalebone or baleen along the lines of its upper jaw. These form a sieve-like structure in the whale's mouth. Since long, the whales have been hunted for blubber, a thick, larger or oily fat which lies under the skin. Blubber can be used to produce oil, but whales are also hunted for their meat, for whalebone and for other products used for making perfumes. Blue whales are protected by law. So this is a paragraph. Now read the paragraph carefully and answer the questions that follow. For example, first question is, which is the biggest mammal on this planet? इस planet पर सबसे बड़ा mammal कौन है? Obviously, here in this paragraph we are talking about the blue whale. So the answer is, the blue whale is the biggest mammal on this planet. The first line. The blue whale is the biggest mammal on this planet. Which is the biggest mammal on this planet? the blue whale is the biggest mammal on this planet? The answer will be in the first line. Let's take one more question. Where the blue whales live in summers? Where the blue whales live in summers? And the answer is, in summer, blue whales live in cold water near the north or south poles. This is the answer of second question. In summer, blue whales live in cold water near the north or south poles. Let's take one more question. What do the blue whales eat? What do the blue whales eat? The blue whales eat tiny creatures called krill that drift in the ocean. So this is the answer of question number 3. What do the blue whales eat? Blue whales क्या खाती हैं? Blue whales eat tiny creatures called krill that drift in the ocean. If you want to write only blue whales eat tiny creatures, that's sufficient, okay? It's also correct. Let's take one more question, that is fill in the blanks. For fill in the blanks, first sentence is blue whales are protected by. Yes, the answer will be in the last line. Blue whales are protected by law. So fill here law. Blue whales are protected by law. Let's take one more. Next is blue whales eat dash called krill. What they eat? Blue whales eat, you just fill here tiny creature. Blue whales eat tiny creatures called krill. Let's read the poem. When summer's in the city and breaks a blaze of heat, the ice cream man with his little cart goes trundling down the street. Beneath his round umbrella, oh what a joyful sight, to see him fill the cones with mounds of cooling brown and white. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry are chilly things to drink from bottles full of frosty fizz, green, orange, white or pink. His cart might be a flower bed of roses and sweet peas, the way the children cluster round as thick as honey bees. Now read the poem at least 3 times for better understanding and give the exact answer of the questions, okay? फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज़ द टाइटल ऑफ द पोएम. टाइटल पूछी जाती है, तो अगर टाइटल की बात करें तो यहाँ पर आइसक्रीम मैन ही इस पोएम का टाइटल होगा. व्हाट इज़ द टाइटल ऑफ द पोएम? द आइसक्रीम मैन इज़ द टाइटल ऑफ द पोएम. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज इन विच सीजन इज आइसक्रीम पॉपुलर? सो हियर आइसक्रीम इज पॉपुलर इन समर सीजन. नेक्स्ट इज हु फील्स जॉयफुल ऑन सीइंग द आइसक्रीम मैन? And the correct answer will be children feels joyful on seeing the ice cream man. Next is what are the 2 things that the ice cream man is selling? And the answer is ice cream man is selling ice cream and cold drink. Okay. Write the synonym of blaze and cluster. There are 2 words, blaze and cluster. Write the synonym of the given words. So here first word is blaze. Blaze means bright flame or fire, okay. Next is cluster. Here cluster means gather around or group of similar things. Next question is write the rhyming words of the poem. Here heat and street, sight and white, drink with pink, peas and bees. These are some rhyming words, okay. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप यू एंजॉयड द क्लास। आपने देखा कि किस तरह से कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पैसेज सॉल्व किया गया, एक प्रोज का सॉल्व हुआ है और एक पोएट्री का सॉल्व हुआ है। तो ये जो मैंने पॉइंट्स बताए थे, वैसे तो बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं जो हमें हमेशा याद होने चाहिए जब भी हम कोई भी कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पैसेज सॉल्व कर रहे हो, बट जो मेन पॉइंट्स थे वो मैंने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया है। यू जस्ट राइट ऑल द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स इन योर नोटबुक एंड लर्न इट ऑल्सो, ओके, जिससे आप कॉम्प्रिहेंशन को अच्छे से सॉल्व कर सकें, वो भी कम टाइम में। With this, it's over for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any query, any confusion regarding the comprehension passage, you can ask me. Next time, we will meet with a new video very soon. Till then, keep studying, stay at home and be safe. Goodbye.